Hell yeah. We are live, by the way. Hell yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah, man. I'm definitely diving in and finding the good stuff. So, making friends. Hell yeah. I think there's going to be some, definitely some big parties we're going to find out about. So, oh shit.
Yeah, so we've really got to make this happen. But
Um, I didn't have the Discord going through to the stream because for the, yeah. So, damn. Well, it's only been 3 minutes. So there you go. It felt as long as 3 minutes ever. Good looking out, hardcore. No, it doesn't happen every time. Only every other time. You wanted to speed run the real world. You're like, how can we get this ugly as quick as possible? Subtract 5 bedrooms. Oh my god. Yep, Bob says thank you for the backyard. We got a backyard.
It looks like 2 windows, yeah.
Yeah, I think a left and a right window. So at least there is some natural lighting and a centralized light itself. So I think that looks pretty decent, quite honestly. The other thing too, though, if y'all haven't seen this unit yet, and I'm gonna drop this just as a quick link here in the chat as well for anyone that wants to just dive right into the photo scroll. This unit has this really unique, like it's not a basement. It's just it's the lower floor, but it's freaking huge. There's like this really big, I don't know what it is. It's like just a big game lodge. It's just what they call their chill space down below. Two of the beds are pull out couches that are down there, but then it's like an additional 50 foot by 30 foot of just empty open space with a bar at the end. So there's this really cool, just open air, open floor plan uh, lounge downstairs as well. So I think that there's a couple of good prospects for setting up streaming HQ. So I think that you will be pleasantly surprised compared to what we initially had secured. I'm happy with this upgrade.
I mean, that's looking ripe for a great after party, is all I'll say.
It's looking like fun. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a really great opportunity there. Okay, so I think, are we good on lodging then? No other standing questions there in general. It's confirmed for the 24th through the 5th. Check-in is at 4 p.m. But this is a very friendly host that seems to be in really good contact, and he's already made it clear that he tries his hardest to get us checked in as early as possible the day. And the minute that the cleaner texts him and says she's done and gone, he'll give us the information and we're able to get in. So we're very likely to get in there before 4 p.m. But 4 p.m. is the official check-in.
What about check out?
Check out, I think, is at 5 a.m. on the 5th, which is Sunday. And I'm kidding. It's not 5 a.m. I think it's like 11. I think it's 11 a.m.
All right.
I was about to
We
kill
could probably-
you. That's why
No, I think it's like 11 a.m. And I'm wondering if he couldn't be a little bit kind if we need to. He seems like a friendly person if we need an extended checkout, but I think the checkout's at 11. And actually, I'm on it right now. Let me just look. Let's see here. Let's see. 1 second. Check out is at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. local time will be checkout. Yeah. And then we are officially canceled on the original unit, so that's released back to the open free market. So we're complete on lodging. We're in budget. We're in good shape, friends. So very, very exciting times. It's really coming true. This next little section right here is just confirmed friends. Who else is coming that I'm not thinking of? I know that I've heard T-Bird say he's going to be there. I know Cheer's going to be there. I know Diddley and Wagme are coming. Who else is coming that we know about? We can add to this, and we'll be creating a spreadsheet this next week as well for non-Gotchi Gang that are also confirmed attendees that we want to make an effort to reach out to, try to contact, try to target, prospect list. This right here is just about Gotchi Gang friends. Soju, if you want to come, if you want to make it happen, Soji, we'd be happy to have you. We'd easily squeeze you in there. That'd be a really nice. That'd be really cool.
I know user OX default and Ernani are going to
And
be
Arnani,
Yeah, so they will probably chill with us. They're going to be doing their own work stuff, but they're going to be hanging with us and like moving around with us at certain points. They'll have their own place to stay. But I want to. I was starting to arrange. Like, I reached out to Dr. Wagme about interviewing him and Diddley about the Forge and the Gotchi Ball. So we'll do the same thing with the Orium friends, and just
perfect.
some interviews on the books and then some guests at least for some of our live streams.
Well done, well done. And I'll help you with that, and I'll help with the organization to create a spreadsheet so we can start laying out kind of like our street teams itinerary and agenda. We'll need a local doc that's for us on our essentially our workbook, and then I have access to another one that's for all of the ETH Denver side events, and that's getting dynamic. And actually, hang on, let me drop that right now for everybody because it's interesting. Because I want everybody's opinion. I want everyone looking through this, and I want everyone to kind of see if you see an event on this list that I'm maybe unfamiliar with. That you're like, y'all need to go talk to that team. You need to go see that project. You need to go hit that event. So not, I don't know everybody in the space yet, and so the more eyes, the merrier. Someone will look at someone on this list and go, y'all need to go to this. The Amber wallet is hot. Go check out that event. So this is indeed the full itinerary of the current ETH Denver 2023 side events. That's link is dropped in the Discord chat right now. So feel free to kind of peruse through that. If you see anything that interests you or that you think is more relevant than other events, please make us aware of it, and we'll make a strong effort to target those events and make dang sure that we get into those spaces as we can. Oh yeah, to hear slaps. Good night, my friend. Good night.
GM, brother. Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to quickly pull up on my side of the thing here, just some of the
Mhm.
things to show us how far we've got this week. We laid out
Oh
some
wow.
milestones last Friday. So we've had our sales pitch, the short Aavegotchi explainer. We've created a pitches doc, which we can go through here shortly. It kind of something we can work on async, and as good ideas come to us, we can plug the pitches in. No Future and I, we reached out to all like the community devs that we could think of offhand, and we got at least some great substance material to source some pitches from. So that was great. So that part's been done, and maybe we can address some of the other archetypes there and see if we can come up with some other pitches. So I could say that one is in. I'm going to mark that as in progress.
Well, what are you using there, Hefe? It looks pretty fancy. What platform is that?
This is the Gotchiverse, the GMI Wonderverse here. So this is how we are planning work. This is our D work for GMI. And so we've started to lay out kind of our roadmap here, but we're starting with the Denver and seeing how useful we can make this Wonderverse platform, which seems to be pretty great so far. So
If somebody wanted to log into this and they're not on it right now, or they don't know where to find it, how do they get there?
oh yeah, let's actually put an invite out there right now and get some let's get some people in here.
We got a lot of great friends on this call right now, and so it'd be prudent at this time to make them available to start keeping up with the pace of our progress. GMI is using the Wonderverse right now as it's a little bit of a newer platform, a little bit more edgy, a little bit more cutting edge, and then the Aavegotchi DAO itself is based on D-Work right now, and there is going to be some interaction with some of what we offer on ETH Denver on the D-Work side, but at least for the GMI internal stuff, we're tracking using the Wonderverse.
Exactly. And so I'm just trying to figure out. I will make sure I get an invite out here.
I'm looking at it right now too. Let's see, because it's like the pods, and then there's actually the page too, and so it's a little bit unique. You kind of got to get used to it.
It's a different UI, but we wanted to try something different than what the DAO has, so we can compare. And if we do decide to go back to DB work, so be it. But I thought trying Wonderverse would be worth it, given that they actually have a larger suite of features. If we can get the hang of this and get some adoption,
Agreed. So I got the invite sitting in the Discord chat right now on Sounds of the Ghost,
Perfect.
and that's an invite to the GMI pod, and so that should get you in as a contributor to the pod, and at least get you mostly there. I think that's all the way there, but in case that's only mostly there, it gets you close, and then Hefe could tweak it in.
Absolutely. Just going back to the list here, let's just quickly run through this. The Builders Cafe itinerary, that's done. We ran through that. Lost Local has a itinerary worksheet he has put together internally, and so that's out there. We have
shout out to
whole
Lost Local
itinerary.
too. He's helping significantly, and as we expected, right? He's the Pixelcraft portion to this model, and so he's done a really good job of providing that Pixelcraft feedback, support, liquidity when it comes time for it, helping us secure the venue, helping No Futuristic out with rental equipment securings. He's really coming through big time on the things that he's able to help us with. So it's really nice to be operating with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, and on my behalf, I've sourced the vessel and the grab bags for the grab bags and a custom one-of-one stamp curated and designed by me that are going to go on the Eat Denver swag bags that will later reveal some sort of way to get it out there into y'all's hands. Let me see if I can get a picture of the prototype here.
I got it.
You have it?
I'm all over it. I'm all over it. all over it because I'm excited as shit about all this stuff, man.
Yeah, definitely show them the prototype. I think you guys are going to really like it.
Oh God, why does this happen? If someone can explain to me tonight why Discord just totally ruins the copy paste, like why it steals it from somewhere and other places from others. I literally go there and copy image and Control V, and it's not what I just copied. That has been killing me for years. But there is Hefe's lovely little prototype for this inkblot stamp. He's got this into production run already. And so this is the concept is we'll have these little goodie bags. I think they're like little canvas bags, aren't they? Little fabric bags.
Yeah. They might be canvas. We're looking between canvas or paper. I'm moving towards the canvas. I think that'll look cooler. But
obviously we got to get some hemp bags.
Yeah, I like that hardcore. But we're going to be stamping those with like a majestic pink, majestic purple ink, and then we'll be giving away the stamp through some method we'll announce at some point. It's going to be a one ever made, and it'll be cool. So that's done.
Well, it'll be historic as ever, man. This will be the first time DAO sent a community source party anywhere. So this will be really, really quite the iconic stamp, and I think that we basically already settled up on the distribution mechanism for this device. So let's just say in about maybe 2 months or so, pay the hell attention because this thing will be finding a new home.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Our day-to-day media plan is still somewhat in the works, but I did see the Eat Denver schedule has been filling up very nicely now. If you look here,
that's the official Eat Denver schedule on their website. Yep, exactly. The events are looking good.
I think we should plan an internal meetup here at some point during the week, and we can run through each of these events and see what's the most relevant to our mission. And we can compile our day-to-day media event. We can come full circle with it because we have a good idea of what we want to do, but now we can figure out where we're going to do it and finally get it all together.
Hefe, look at the chat real quick, and if you would, please just open that doc that I just referenced you to there too. That's the ETH Denver 2023 side events, which is also just as relevant.
Oh, look at that.
Between the main list that you're already just showing and the side event itinerary, we're booked. We just got to choose how to assemble our adventure. But the itinerary is there. The depth is there. There's a lot of activity, there's a lot. Look at the very, very first day is the kickoff for the large majority of the week-long hacker houses. There's a mess of hacker houses and builder houses going to be set up all around the region. And I'm thinking that we'll want to target the large majority of them and see if we can't crash their hacker houses and just give them a friendly hello.
That would be super cool.
Yeah, so I do believe that we've got a good depth for itinerary fill out potential now, and so we'll just that 7-person ETH Denver group that we've been in so far, we'll start passing around some vision of these docs and deciding what we want to target specifically. But there are indeed not like, and this was always everyone's thing, right? It's like, well, where are y'all going? What are you going to do? What events are there? It's like it was hard to know, but it is firming up as we speak. The wax is solidifying, and we're going to be able to make some real stuff happen.
Absolutely.
Gotchi SWAT. Yeah, exactly. Hardcore. Yeah, we'll SWAT them. We're going to drop in on all these friends and be like, whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter. Stop. Start working on this.
Yeah. All right,
All right.
cool.
What
And
else?
we
What
got our
else on the Wonderverse there?
we got our merchandise branding plan together. We had an extensive call, I think, with Lost Local last week, where we sorted all that out. He has prototypes of everything. And speaking on that, on our side of things, we're trying to source some stickers, right?
Oh, yeah. You
We
ready
got
to talk
some
about that?
stickers in the works. Yeah, I think this is a good time to address that. So let me jump back over to the Notion.
Just gotta drop my SWAT gif here because that's relevant story. Oh, I didn't even put that as a bullet point on. Oh no, it's down here. It's the second bullet point. We'll go back up here and talk about all of these menu takeover items. Appreciate the Gotchi Folklore Society's contribution to some of these creative concepts, and like to fill out some of these. Has anyone here ever drank a cortado? I'm ignorant and uncultured swine, and I had never heard of a cortado till I saw this menu.
Yeah. Can't
I
say I've
figure Soju. You seem
Hey,
like the
Soju,
pinky raisin type.
we gotta get you at the Gotchi Mansion at East Denver, man. We gotta get
Let's
you
make
out
it happen. I like how the Gotchi Lodge is now transitioned to the Gotchi Mansion.
there. We're moving up.
I do believe you're right there, Soju. I do believe it's some kind of like, yeah, it translates to cut. Cortado means cut, right? And so it's coffee with milk. It's just a half espresso, half steamed milk, double shot of espresso. That's more of a hardcore type thing, I guess. Hardcore said he's got to take a pull off of that nitrous dump. Okay, are we gonna talk? Do you want to talk stickers? I'll drop it
Stickers.
here in chat if we're ready to talk stickers.
Yeah. If you don't mind, can you drop the image in the chat and then let's
Happy to
talk
do
about
it.
where we're at with stickers because I'm very impressed with what we've had so far.
Agreed. Congratulations, or not congratulations, but just thank you. You know, gratitude to all of the East Denver artwork contributors. What the hell's going on over there, Hefe?
I don't know, man. You got freaking some kind of cars ripping by my house.
All right, guys, there's the sticker sheet. These are indeed all the submissions that we've had. I'm almost positive it's everybody. I worked real hard. I think I haven't missed anyone. If I have, holler, holler, holler soon and make us aware. But I've scoured, and I do believe indeed that this is the entire sticker submission sheet. And so if you'll take a look at this, it's an image I just dropped in our Discord chat for the Sound of the Ghost channel. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 really, really nice submissions turned in by friends here. We're not picking just one. I think, Hefe, you were leaning towards 5, and this is kind of an open discussion for everybody, but budget-wise, it kind of made sense initially to maybe select 5 kind of final designs and run the 100 sticker rolls against those 5 designs. I know there's some details there. You were talking about die cut finals being not too much more than sticker rolls.
Yeah.
I don't know if 5 is the right call. Maybe is it 7 and we reduce the quantity. There's details to be figured out here, but in general, we need to kind of decide what we want to do with sticker production plans.
Yeah, I was leaning towards 100 only because if you do less than 100, it seems like it doesn't make a huge impact on price. So it seems like the best bang for the buck is to do the 100 because even if you're left over with stickers at the end, we have like many different ways to distribute them. So I would say a lot of these are like appropriate, even post Eat Denver would be well received. And we'll obviously do a huge push on them and get as many distributed into hands during the event. But I don't think remainders are an issue here. So we were thinking 5, and what we were going to do is leave it open till Sunday, and for submissions, and then maybe we'll put out a vote via tally form, and the top 5 voted stickers will be printed off as Eat Denver stickers on our behalf, and we'll get them distributed and all that. So We're thinking
Hardcore cracks
50.
me up. There's no such thing as too many stickers. It's just a lack of faith.
Yep. Yep. I hear
And a
ya.
lack of funding.
Yep. And so
Okay.
we've priced it out to reasonably afford, 5 stickers with a printing cost. Plus, we want to do a 50 ghost bounty to each winner for the sticker contest. So just a small. It's not a pound for pound compensation, but definitely a small token of our appreciation for you guys putting in some effort into this sticker contest.
50 tokens to be exact.
50, yes.
Well, and you'll only be immortalized in sticker historics as part of the very first batch of ever of Aavegotchi DAO community marketing team sponsored EPIN for stickers. If
Yeah.
we're lucky, and we expect to see a 2024 sticker design run as well, those 23s will be known for their prestige. And as you mentioned, if we don't get them all out, we will get them all out later in another method or way. There's lots of Gotchi gang that'd be happy with any of these. Case of stricter production plan based on final design selections. You're thinking 5 finals based on community input. And we're going to release that. Releasing a tally form is what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Tally form
I'm
for
just
submissions.
wondering, when
Go
should
ahead.
we do our official picks? Because if we wait till, I can get access to same day printing, and I'm going to print out a few test stickers, some more exclusive ones, just to try out their product this week. But that gives us the 17th till the 17th, I guess, to get it out there, and then we'll do the vote on the Saturday hangout, the 18th. And then that might be cutting it a little tight, to be honest. So I'm thinking maybe I whip up the tally form tonight, because I actually think 13 submissions is a healthy amount to put on a tally form for a vote, and maybe we get that out there tomorrow during the Saturday hangout.
I agree.
And have people vote, because that gives me at least enough runway that if the sticker prints take a little longer than expected, I don't anticipate that, because this place does same day printing, but you still want to,
Give yourself
make
runway.
sure we have
Yeah.
some cushion. So
Let's do nothing bang bang here. Let's try to always have some breathing room here. If you could have this produced, even if you're wrapping it up in the morning, if we can release the tally form by tomorrow morning, because the tally doesn't have to be deep, doesn't have to be complex,
yeah,
just simple, and get the tally out tomorrow during the hangout. We push it tomorrow, bring it up again during the DAO call, campaign it during the week, and then when do you want to close it?
well, what I'm saying is we close for submissions like ASAP. Like maybe we'll just wait till, if anybody's listening to this, you got till tomorrow before the hangout. I'll add you to
For
the tally
submissions?
form if you.
Oh hell, I think they're already done. I think submissions are
Okay,
already
okay.
closed.
Let's
Mm-mm.
settle on that. So submissions are done, but
Yeah.
we'll get the verdict on Monday. We'll announce the verdict on Monday. We'll let the forms run through the weekend, and then we'll announce the winners on Monday.
Let's get some
And then
comments in the chat here. Do y'all think that just the weekend run through the tally form for sticker design selection is robust enough for like community input? Do you think we should run it a little longer, maybe through like Wednesday the 15th? What do
Well, I'm
y'all
thinking
think too?
I just thought we also have A to Z on Tuesday, so I think it'd be a great way for those guys to close it out on your guys' show. It's just to make the final announcements there and close it out and make
That's
the
a proper
announcement.
Aavegotchi podcast, huh? You guys could do a coverage on the ETH Denver whole DAO supported thing and sticker design thing and you could do a whole segment on it, and we can close out that and tally results. All right. Let's plan on that then.
Yeah, very
So
cool.
yeah, see
Let's
if you
do
can
that.
get it. See if you can get it cranked tomorrow, Bubba. See if you can get it cranked tonight or tomorrow. You got it. It's only 7:30 there. Get it
And
happening,
these
and
these
then
forms are easy. These forms are
they
easy
are.
as long as you get the images compiled. Just copy paste them all in, and then it's just as simple as getting some voting buttons in there, and you're good to go.
And we'll be on the hangout tomorrow, so we can verbalize the instructions and kind of explain it to everybody. So it doesn't need a lot of depth in the actual tally form. Just get the submissions up there, and let's call it. We'll push that, and we'll close it out on Tuesday at A to Z Aavegotchi podcast. That's a nice bookend. Okay. Is 5? Does that sound realistic to folks? 5 runs of 100 quantity sticker rolls, so 500 stickers in total into production. And by the way, I mean the other designs are still going to live indefinitely. They're not just gonna disappear. Maybe they can creep out into the world in other ways at another time.
Yeah, man. There's counterfeits. There's always counterfeits.
5 finals
We
based
won't
on
say too
community
much about
input.
that, but you know.
Yeah, but there are options. 5 finals based on community input. Release a tally form for submissions during tomorrow's hangout. Running selection. All right, let's see. Selection ending. Finalists ending. God, finalist selection on Tuesday during A to Z. That sounds like a nice place to land at. 5 rolls of 100 stickers apiece. Cool. Okay, do we need to talk about stickers at all anymore?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, the one thing that No Future mentioned that I did like, and it was kind of came from Lost Local there, they're talking a lot about the video editing strategy and production pipeline. And so they're looking for like, a 1/3 banner blocks across the bottom, some graphic design in that regard, and then some animations, some screen wipes. And No Future mentioned that your design, that sticker block design, if we can take that so far, and where's Gotchi Bulls? Is he in here? Yeah, he is in here. If we could potentially take that design, and Hefe, I think, might have it finalized in a graphic form that he can present. But even No Future mentioned that the idea of like maybe the Gotchi rising up from behind the mountain in a really basic animation style would be a really relevant wipe or an intro graphic or something like that. So there are some potential animations needs currently available to help support the video production side of what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
let's talk bounties.
with the editing, it should be pretty simple. We're just going to be cutting up footage and then applying these in and outs, and then whatever name graphics that we have. I don't envision these edits being like really intense, especially since Zombie and Hefe are going to the helping base. Just gonna be cutting footage together and making sure it doesn't sound like shit.
Oh, I don't know if Smoke's on this call. I'll have to tell him to bring his unit or whatever, because I know that he has Premiere as well. So that should maybe be helpful or whatnot, because I don't operate on Premiere, but I'm going to have to think about it in the future. And just that ended up kind of came as the recommendation of software of choice. Is that fair to say that Premiere seems to be like the great commonplace?
I mean, the reason we were talking about Premiere, though, was because Lost Local's talking about more remote editing, like if we have editors remote. But I mean, honestly, I'm trying to avoid that because that's going to take, even if we go with proxy files, we're going to be taking up bandwidth away from other shit by uploading and then having to download. Me having to handbrake files means that my laptop is no longer useful for editing. And, I have a Mac Air, so I can edit my footage, but there has to be, I can't overextend my computer because then I'm not going to be able to do anything else. So as long as we keep it fairly simple, I think it should be good. We'll still be able to push out quality content, but I just don't want to overcomplicate things for the sake of just making sure we get shit pumped out.
You do you think that there's any relevance? Because I was kind of planning this myself anyway, and Smoke as well. We can bring our power PCs. We can bring our towers. We'll be driving, and so it's not a big deal. And so we can have multiple robust units in the lodging as well to kind of help provide that additional computing power. I don't want us all to be just based on laptops. There need to be power units, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the power units could be useful for transcoding video and uploading stuff.
Okay.
Unless you have Premiere, it's not really going to be helpful for editing.
And he does have Premiere, so I'm thinking his might be more useful than mine in this stage.
Yeah, so just as long as Final Cut will be fine, because literally ZombieShepherd, what we're going to be doing, the only things you'll have to do with the footage that I'll be gathering from my camera, because it's a cinema camera, is you have to color grade it to a degree. But there are settings that I could set it so that it's not like gray and flat, so that you have a workable image. But we'll also be renting. We'll have some DSLRs as well as potentially a camcorder. So those will be much easier workflows for editing, although you'll have to do a little more work on the audio side. But ideally, once we get there, it should be pretty straightforward. Like, I don't envision us having like when we do these interviews, it'll be really easy to cut that stuff up and keep it pretty succinct. I'm not imagining that we're gonna have hours and hours of footage that we're going to be sending back to editors every day. More than likely, a lot of this will be like we're going to have the main video cameras that are doing the heavy lifting, but a lot of our video content is going to be content that's captured through people's cell phones, stuff that we're going to put into a Discord group for Pixelcraft to play around with, and that we can just do minor edits for social media. Like even
almost more raw content.
We edited. It's just a matter of like highlighting our presence there continuously on social media, as well as creating some packages during the day.
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds good. So I'll have a couple different machines with me in general. If we have too many machines, that's okay. Leave some of them offline, no big deal. If we don't have something that could have been helpful, that'll feel stupid if it's at the house not doing anything. So those of us that are driving have a little bit more flexibility in that regard. So don't be scared to bring your muscles, and if it's needed, it's there. If it's not, rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. Gotcha, Bulls. That's just my expectation on the image. I just dropped it in chat. Everyone's got an opinion here for sure, but I think everything could be totally static besides the Gotchi itself. I think if you could just literally wipe the Gotchi upward from non-visible to full stance behind the mountain frame, I think it's that simple. But that's just totally my creative opinion.
I would add another simple, just like if we have the Gotchi rise up from beyond the mountain, and when the Gotchi reaches where it's supposed to, you can wipe Aavegotchi and ETH Denver 2023 in. So kind of like the Gotchi rises and then the text reveals.
Bingo. Works for me. I'll let you do that, Gotcha Bulls, because I was going to try to mess around with that and try to crack through another knowledge block, but I'll let you do that one. No biggie. Okay. Anything else on stickers, Hefe? I think that sounds realistic on that production path.
Yeah. I think we covered that. We talked about having maybe possible fake Gotchi pieces printed as stickers, but that kind of leads into our ETH Denver GMI fake Gotchi card. Is that something we're going to be doing for ETH Denver?
This is just me. I think yeah. So there's two sides to this, and maybe even more. So the initial discussion that we had about fake Gotchis is maybe having something there to like go with, something to drop while we were there, and then finding a new ecosystem artist, finding an artist there that's not ever been involved with fake Gotchis, maybe he's never even heard about Aavegotchi yet, and Gotchi pilling them all the way to publication whilst still at ETH Denver. And so that's something to consider there. In terms of the fake Gotchi prior, the target that we discussed was Chippy. Chippy is the PFP project out of Bankless DAO's cartoonist artist Perchy. Perchy's got quite a career going and is blowing up quite a bit. His Chippy collection has capped at 500 initial custom, or not even just custom, but just initial Chippy population of 500. And he this morning, put a cap on that. He says, "That's it. I've been solicited to the number of 500 production units. So I'm officially ending the Chippy collection verbally." But I did talk to him prior to that, and we do think we squeaked in there to secure maybe a couple of production units for some GMI related things on the Chippy side of things. And that's mostly to kind of just build a relationship with Perchy and make the relationship work both ways, because we want to try to convert him into looking at fake Gotchis. If you scroll up a little bit there, Gotchi Bulls, you'll find the one without the stupid arrow on there as well. Perchy's the stand-up guy, and so we've been chatting with him and have been thinking of some creative ideas there that I'm going to keep relatively tight-lipped in general. But he seemed very bullish on the concept, and I think it's a really good opportunity. And so there are some things that we could do. I don't think we'll have a production unit at all, but I think the best thing that we'll have from Perchy by ETH Denver is a commitment to a artistic production plan. So we would be able to drop the tease and the news of what's coming, but I do not think that we'll have tangible assets to interact with per the Perchy route. So if we wanted to think about a fake Gotchi prior to ETH Denver, then that's still totally up for discussion. Otherwise, the other half of that equation related to fake Gotchis is finding an artist there that's at ETH Denver and getting them to jump into the mix, which we might even be able to find more than one. We might find a few that are like, yeah, this looks awesome, let's do it. And that would be fine. So I don't want to limit our fake Gotchi deployment, but initially that's what we were thinking is a 1 and a 2, right? A pre and a post. The pre is a little bit held up because we were hoping to do something there with Perchy. There are obviously community members on this call right now that are fantastic fake Gotchi artists. And if anyone wanted to potentially work on a pre ETH Denver collab, GMI, buy ETH Denver kind of a thing, I'm not opposed to it. I'm very open to it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. And so kind of that's the end of my sentence. So what do y'all where are y'all at?
I think there's significance here with having these, like, as many of these possible, because this is a significant event not only for GMI but for Aavegotchi DAO. So I could see this being approached from many different angles and having sort of a thematic release, kind of like what we saw, what we kind of, I believe, inspired with the Santa Secret Santa. There's a whole series of fake gotchis that were inspired by the Secret Santa event. People created these just so they could put them on the exchange as a gift. And so I think there's reason to have a series, a GMI or a ETH Denver series of fake gotchis. So this is kind of inspired me to I might even have an ETH Denver submission myself. So I'm thinking about it.
And in terms of you just talking from the artist point, you're like literally thinking about like how much possession are you thinking about this process? Are you thinking about securing the fake Gachi card yourself, creating the design yourself, and then being like, hey, I want to do this within y'all's umbrella and get y'all's promotion and attention on it? Or are you thinking that GMI is buying the fake Gachi cards and we're finding artists that are willing to contribute and we're creating collaborations on the front end?
I think if it's a GMI specific thing, it might have to have some collaborative stuff. But like for me, I'm a GMI member. I'm happy to just do it on my own and, you know, sell the cards and maybe kick back a couple cards to the GMI treasury for gifts and whatnot. Um,
So less about
so
like
I,
a GMI specific collaboration, but more about like an ETH Denver specific theme on your fake Gachi.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'd throw a little GMI on mine, like I said, just because GMI member and I really like what we do and it ties in really well with the Denver. So I want some representation, but I'm not opposed to someone just taking their own card and doing the Eat Denver fake gotchi. I'd love to market that at Eat Denver. So
That makes sense to me. Like if Soju dropped a fake Gachi that was themed to ETH Denver beyond his sticker design, and made us aware of that, it's just an asset that we get to promote while we're at ETH Denver. It
yeah,
doesn't have to be directly a collaboration or anything. If any artist out there wants to try to target the ETH Denver community, your art will be what we're pitching when we're talking to people about fake gotchis. It's going to be the easiest transition into, well, check this shit out because this is topical as hell. We had an artist that knew we were coming and produced this work explicitly so we could produce this for you. And so, what do you think? And we can
I
easily
mean,
shill those ETH Denver specific artworks.
and how cool would it be if we did get a whole bunch of Eat Denver specific submissions to get some same day printing done on just a few limited runs of small runs of these stickers and have the Eat Denver Fake Gotchi stickers to bring to Eat Denver? It could be very exclusive stickers. It could be, like
Mm-hmm.
five of each, something
That could
like
be
that.
a well, and then yeah, I mean, there's lots of things we can do there for sure. Yeah, the fake gotchi
We could
quantities.
do a
Buy
sticker
the
shit. We could do a sticker sheet of it.
sticker shit, sticker
Sticker
shit,
shit.
all kinds of sticker shit. Yeah. Well, and if you buy the fake gotcha, you get the sticker kind of thing. Those physical merch tie-ins are always joyous. They don't have to be
Yeah,
extremely dense in the cost basis, but just a simple sticker coming along with the digital asset that you purchased can go a long way for making somebody
absolutely.
realize that we're really doing things differently here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fake gotcha East Denver design theme. Okay, that's a cool idea, and we can talk about that like tomorrow during the hangout and just let people know that if they are particularly aligned or intrigued by what we're doing with this ETH Denver mission and their artists, like say someone like Thwomp or someone like that could possibly just go ahead and self-procure their own fake Gachi card and try to create something extremely topical to the ETH Denver culture, cross Aavegotchi, and give us some ammo, give us something to show people at ETH Denver that proves to them that this isn't just a soft shill, but this is like a targeted shill. This is extremely topical and
Yeah.
specific to the event that we'll be attending.
Let's make this a call to action. I mean, let's make this a call to action out there. Maybe let's put up a small prize for the best Eat Denver Fake Gotchi card. I mean, I would love to just put out there the best Eat Denver Fake Gotchi that gets made. We'll go and market that. Plus, we'll give you like a little maybe there's a little prize involved. Maybe there's like 20 to 50 ghosts or something that you get.
Do you see GMI maybe dropping that?
Yeah, I mean, we have a bounty budget, and I think this
Mhm.
ties in with this ties in with marketing for Eat Denver because it has to do with marketing fake gotchis. What a great way to market fake gotchis than by saying, "Hey, we have some community created NFTs through our fake gotchi program that are Eat Denver specific. Go check them out."
Oh, if we can't
And
make
so I
John
think,
Poller, buy a damn Eat Denver themed fake gotchi, then I don't know what we're doing.
yeah,
We can make that happen.
yeah. So I think there's a reason here to maybe put that out there, and perhaps maybe we just secure a fake gotchi card in the best. I mean, we can talk specifics. I don't know. We'll have to talk specifics and see what the team thinks is feasible. But there's definitely room here for a bounty to be issued for the best, like Eat Denver fake gotchi, and get a whole
And
series published.
just so everyone's perfectly clear on the timeline, like we've got tonight's call that we're on right now, halfway through, mostly through, and we've got next Friday, and then we are in East Denver. We have 2 weeks until this is all live action. So next week is really going to be crunch time for events, RSVPs, creative design, any kind of fake gotcha deployment. You got to have the queue in mind, all of this kind of stuff. We're truly on the home stretch here.
Yeah, I'm loving the GMI shirt there too. By the way, you're rocking the pink.
This is my freaking favorite thing ever, man. This is
So I
my
gotta get myself one of those at least for the Eat Denver.
back.
Hopefully you can make it in time. I don't even know if it's gonna make it in time because they're kind of
Zombie
looking.
would know.
Can I ask, in terms of event,
Okay, we'll get in touch after this. Let's do it.
in
Talk to
terms of
Zombie too. Don't order it off the. Sorry, if you should. I don't mean to step on you, but Hefe, don't grab it right off the storefront. There. Talk to Zombie.
I'll
Talk to
talk
Zombie
to him.
specifically, and he can
Yeah.
help maybe accelerate it or make sure the shipping is set right, and just really make sure
Right.
that you have your best shot.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try one more time. In terms of events, we're all arriving Friday, right? When are the first like official events? Do we know like the first like
Yeah.
we get there Friday, Saturday morning we're gonna do our hangout in the morning from Eve Denver. Do we have plans already for that weekend, or are we still kind of like formulating the events?
Me personally, I don't have anything yet booked or agended. I've got maybe 2 or 3 events that are already on my calendar from some friends that I've talked to that I know are hosting events there. But explicitly, we haven't built like the actual GMI Street Team event calendar. That'll be what we start on maybe this weekend, but definitely by next Monday. Definitely by next Monday through Wednesday, we'll probably be sprinting to create a spreadsheet about our crew's specific target and prospect events. And especially the fact that we can divide conquer. And so there can be a couple of different prospects for competing time slots, and we can kind of break into some units, but nothing like that yet. That'll definitely be kind of next week's biggest labor effort, is solidifying an actual schedule.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking is, I arrive Friday. Friday night, I set up live streaming equipment so that we're ready for Saturday morning. And then if we don't have many events Saturday, maybe we go get breakfast or lunch, and then we start our kind of orientation to get ready for the week. Then from there we should be good. We'll start planning stuff out. Also, I'm waiting for Lost Local to give us permission. But if you go into our ETH Denver chat with him, he dropped a picture of some dope looking stickers. I can't share it here because I'm on the computer, and I'm waiting for him to give us permission. But I want to share these stickers because they look dope.
I'm right there
Yeah,
with
we
you,
can't
man.
share
I'm
the
aware.
stickers just yet, but there's some
Let's
great
just say
ones in the mix.
I'll give some verbal teasers here. They're related to the Aavegotchi project.
Yes, that's good.
Do you guys see
Giving away
Gotchi
all the
Bulls?
secrets.
You see Gotchi Bulls already here in chat? He's already done. You guys see
He's
this,
amazing.
right?
He's something. I'll tell you that much. He's something.
Done.
Yeah.
And so
The
that
guy's
is what
a
a graphic
machine.
looks like. That is
Absolutely.
Do you know if this animation is 1920 by 1080? It says 1080, so I think it. Let me see if I'm full screen it.
I bet it is.
Oh, it's not. Well, I guess I can make a. I'll take this and then make it a video so I can have the, like I'll sample the color and make it so that's full frame.
Yeah, you do what you need to there, and let him know if you need anything else on it. But just in general, this is why I fell in love with crypto anyway. This space is where I've encountered the most rapid iterations of my life. whether it be dev on projects and code, or whether it's artists and creatives. I've never seen as rapid of iteration as I do inside the Web3 community. Way to keep it true there, Gotcha Bulls. Ah, Sonzi in here, man.
I might just throw a
Little old
little
Sonzi
jingle,
crushing.
make a little tweet out of it.
You may as well. That's a great looking
Yeah.
little video there, man. Like it's getting that time. Next week is going to be all about pushing and campaigning. I've been personally, for my own Twitter account, reaching out to a hell of a lot of the Eat Denver threads. Hey, who's going to Eat Denver? I get on there and like every single person that responds. I comment on every single person that responds. I make sure that everyone's aware that I'm also going to be there and I want to meet you. And so every single one of us that's on the crew start making your bridgings. Start making your digital networking now, and try to
That's a good
bridge
point.
those relations. Just start sending DMs. Send those DMs in Twitter. Comment on people's posts. When you see ETH Denver, if you're not following the ETH Denver account, by God, start following it ASAP and interact with their tweets. They're tweeting almost every day. Retweet that stuff and comment on every single person that's on there, and start making it obvious that the Gotcha Gang is just flooding this social engagement. And we're going to have a really good prep work, so that way when we show up there, we'll have friends to meet. We'll have people that are already interested in us.
Did you get?
Say it again. Sorry.
Did you get your tickets already? I claimed my ticket a couple days ago.
Good job. Well done. Yeah. So I've got my ticket. Sounds like you got yours. Hefe, Zombie, Smokescreens, I think has his. I think Lev just got his the other day. If you're on the crew and you ain't got your ticket yet, then by God, get your shit together, because it is time to make that happen. And so get that application filled out ASAP. You still got time. It's not too late, but you need to make that happen ASAP. If you're on the crew and you haven't done it yet, you need to make it happen ASAP. Well, I think the Gotcha Bulls just reworked it for you there. No future.
Perfect. Lost Local also said we could share the stickers.
Drop it. We'll see it. We'll see what he's sitting on a treasure chest over there. Good friend. I'm happy to see his excitement too. He's stoked. I'm happy that he's excited to be working with us. I think it's always more fun with friends, right?
He hasn't got this kind of support before, so it's kind of cool to see the fire.
Well, he's still relatively new. He's not been here forever. So I think this is a really great community conversion experience for him. I'm gonna literally pick him up on our shoulders.
Yep. I just want to take a little minute here and cover the hackathon bounty. So this is nothing that's set in stone at this point. We're just trying to front run it a little bit, but apparently there's going to be some sort of partnership with Polygon, and we're thinking it's going to be something Buildathon related. And so we're front running that a little bit by trying to source a few bounties that we might want to offer during Eat Denver to people. I was chatting with Mike Callum just before this call. I've talked to devs this week, like Maury, regarding what sort of bounties we could offer and what's the feasibility of these bounties. And so the one big challenge here with offering Aavegotchi bounties to Eat Denver builders is the diamond contracts tend to have a steep learning curve, and they often lack some of the infrastructure that you would need, that you would see, for example, with your typical smart contract where you can access it by Etherscan. So it may not have like the typical infrastructure that a developer is used to. However, if there are things that already have some sort of a code, like some sort of work that's already been done to build on top of, that might be a little bit more friendlier to offer to Eat Denver devs. And so some of the ideas we floated around this week were the Forge Geode upgrade could be possibly something to offer there. Depends on what they're willing to put out there for a bounty. So the minimum amount that you need to put up for a bounty is $1,000 USD. So 1,000 ghosts for us, or close to 1,000 ghosts, would be the minimum that we'd have to put up for a bounty, and that wouldn't come out of our budget. That would come out of a separate request that I'm putting together regarding like the hackathon side of things. The second idea could be like the respec potion, since all the artwork is already done for that, and the code base, the actual like code for it has been partially written by Jared already, just wasn't able to finish it. So that could be another great challenge for Eat Denver developer to finish up the respec potion. We also have John Gotchi's chess standard that he created, which I thought was a really great idea, but it never had a engaging front end, and so that could be a great UI UX developer bounty, is to build a front end on top of the chess standard and have loot box chests that not only Aavegotchi but any project could really use. Idea number 4, it came from Mike Helm, which I thought was a great idea, is a Matic Mike fork. And Matic Mike are these on-chain NFTs that compete by dancing in this club. And so we could have a Gotchi dance spin-off of their contract. And so this would be kind of cool to create a Matic Mike alternative with Gotchis. And that could be, permission willing if the creator there of the code is willing to let us fork it and run with it. That would be a great bounty as well.
Yeah, I've been preaching to him for months. He had a decent project. He's a really good developer. He actually is a pro dev at DraftKings, and so this is like his side project. I think he was a developer at DraftKings, and then DraftKings went crypto, and that was when he was introduced to crypto, and he started diving into it. And he's like, "This is some cool shit." And so he launched this little NFT project, and it was cute enough. Just didn't know anything about marketing or how to engage in the space. So I think he's got a really good product infrastructure and zero visibility. And so I think if we took his product platform and just wrapped it Gotchi assets, we're really cooking with fire. And so it's just something that has always been appealing to me as an individual. I think that given the time, if anyone's interested, I could explain it better and see what I see in it. But just concepts and ideas. And so still also open soliciting for these ideas too. If you've got a bounty idea, or if you see a huge looming gap inside of our current ecosystem. What are the things that we need that we don't have yet? What are the things that we have that suck? What are the things that are not working well? What are the things that cause you grief every day? Well, here's hardcore, right? Yeah, this would be a small bounty and link the arcade wearable rentals with a smart contract. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
put that down as idea number 5, and we can iterate
I like
on
it,
that
man.
one.
This man, you're a great campaigner, hardcore. I will say that. You commit. And so let's look at this opportunity to upgrade this, and that might even be somebody that could work with Diddlypoo, because there's some front end work on that already done. Yeah, just total sidebar here. Jump on that tweet there. If you haven't seen that thing yet, get on there and make sure you tweet these things out, and retweet these things, and like them. Do the whole suite. Like it, retweet it, leave a comment, engage completely. We have already won the battle. Sandeep himself has already converted his PFP into an Aavegotchi, and that is no small feat. So we need to just make sure to follow up on that and show the respect and the gratitude for that recognition, because it's a huge fucking deal. And we are about to be through our discovery era. It's going to be very exciting times. I will say that there was a core prop, or not a core prop. It's totally it's not even technically titled sig prop. It's like just a temperature gauge. I forget who put it out, but it's about whether or not the curve should be better discussed. Should we just pause any kind of curve action currently and have a long discussion about this? Yeah, it's essentially a sig prop. Just pay attention to that. Just pay attention to that and see what you think. I know we said the same thing on they've said the same thing earlier. Hardcore is, why is that not a layer 2 wrapped Polygon Gotchi? But so be it. But that's actually a great point, Soju. We could probably make that happen. Let's see if we can't do that, guys. Let's do a little blockchain work here. If someone can track down Sandeep's Gotchi, someone find that Gotchi and give us that wallet address, and someone like Soju can drop a Chad fake Gotchi on them, we can start really.
Coder Dan or Jesse, because I think they're the ones that hooked it up, because Coder Dan actually posted his Gotchi and like referenced Sandeep. And then I think Jesse, one of them was asking if anybody had that double myth Polygon Gotchi. So they probably know, they probably
exactly how to get it to him. Got it. Yeah, so maybe some of our best fake Gotchi artists can also send some love that way. Yeah, that was news, cool. Soju. That was indeed new news, and this is all hot news. And appreciate the whole network of friends here that are paying attention and catching these things, typically within the hour of posting, and getting it relayed and shot up the chain, because we're working really well together as a team. It's fun, man. Yeah, exactly. Gotcha, Bulls. Exactly. We could definitely hook this man up. This is our Vitalik. Okay, what else on
So
hackathon bounties there?
I don't got much else on hackathon bounties, just besides that we're tracking it closely, and there should be some developments over the next week of like actual bounties we can offer up. We have Diddly Poo, who's going to be there as the technical kind of judge for any bounties that do get submitted. So we do have somebody who understands the code base, who's willing to look through these bounty submissions and see which ones make it to the top. Let's move it. I just got a quick thing here I want to throw out there. I've been thinking about this for a couple weeks now. Jesse has been saying how great it would be to get some more presence from Gotcha Gang on Twitter Spaces and just reaching out to other Polygon communities. And we do this on Wednesday as a structured thing, but we could do a more casual Twitter Space. And I thought maybe what better way to kick it off than by maybe starting it at Eat Denver. And I was thinking of a name like GM with GMI friends. It could be like a morning space that we do. We could start it at Eat Denver and then figure out a time that we all want to maybe do this at. But I think it could be a great. This ties in with the bigger plan that I have for GMI, but this is something we can discuss leading up to Eat Denver if we want to just like run a Twitter space maybe once every day or once every couple days,
Well,
half
that's
an
the plan.
hour. What's
Say that
that?
again in the future. Yeah.
That's the plan. We're gonna be doing regular Twitter Spaces. Actually, we should
Okay.
discuss. Dr. Wagme came up with a really good idea. If you saw it in the general chat, about somehow migrating our Gotchi Gang hangout to Twitter, because we would get a lot more eyes and potential new users checking it out if we had this huge Twitter space with a couple hundred people in it. My only objection to it
I
is
hate
that we
it.
do that, and then we run the risk of getting rugged by Twitter, which in the Discord we don't really have to worry about.
Yeah.
So I would love to brainstorm, because in my mind, I feel like we can get this to work where we can keep it happening in the Discord, but also have it happening as a Twitter space. So I
I'll
just don't.
support that.
We got to visualize how, but if we can make that happen, I think we can really like do some damage.
Well, I think the
Wow.
practice you guys
Yeah.
have been getting doing like these dual streams, like Zombie doing the Twitch stream plus Discord presence. I think y'all have already been kind of getting some good use cases of those split personality coverages. And so I'm an advocate for that. I'm not an advocate for leaving the Discord outright for the Twitter space. There's just so much that's lacking over there. The text based follow along is critically important. It's really important to have a chat that is real time that follows along with the conversation, and Twitter's just not ready for that in a useful way yet. And so I'm happy to mirror it, or shadow
What,
it,
what
but I
could work,
don't want to swap.
we have to figure out a way, like we could have it in the Twitter on Twitter, and then have the conversation, the chat still happening in the the amphitheater chat or whatever. We have to figure
Hmm.
out a way to to pipe in the sound from the Twitter space into the amphitheater. If we could do that, then nobody really has to be on stage, but if you're in the Discord, you'd still be able to listen. Because no, I mean, the number of us that actually speak during the hangout, it's only like maybe 5 to 10 of us, and we could just be speakers on. Yeah, see, I think we could do that. My worry is like I'm thinking like if I was doing a Twitter space, the way I usually do it is I have headphones on, and my cell phone, and then the sound is going through my stream to wherever, right? The problem will be that there's going to be a delay between the sound that's happening.
Hmm. Yeah, which is crazy because even the visual would line up and the audio still wouldn't. Like there was some major failures there. It just wouldn't catch it. There's some details there, but it sounds like I said between the two of y'all can make it work.
crucial though. Like that's kind of yeah. That's what I figured. That's what I'm trying to wrap my brain around it.
Well,
It has
y'all figure that out. There's y'all are smart on that stuff. And,
yeah.
but there is definitely an opportunity there. There are
Yeah.
solutions, and we can hybridize those things.
Okay, so what I would suggest is tomorrow during the hangout, we'll bring it up and just kind of talk to Coder Dan and Jesse and whoever and see if there's a way to that we can all orchestrate this because I think it would be. I mean, I want to keep it in the Discord. I think it's important.
No, but you're right. You are right. It would benefit us to expand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do some relaying directing. We'll work into it, but in general, it is a good idea. We should expand in this way. It's not a swap; it's a expansion. Let's figure out how to cover them both. And that'll work out.
Well, that's what I was saying. I think honestly, the best way to do it is all the speakers, the main speakers like us, we're in the Discord in the stage, and then somehow Aavegotchi on the main Aavegotchi account pushes all of that audio from the stage directly to Twitter. So then I mean, people wouldn't be able to get up in Twitter and speak, but they would be able to hear everything, all of us included. And it just opens it up to a new audience of people listening. We just wouldn't be able to invite people on the Twitter space to interact with us that way.
It's truly just a relay of the feed at that point. I think that sounds realistic.
Yeah, relay, and we're just like instead of 10 different mics, 10 different speakers on stage, it's just one speaker representing all of us.
Mm-hmm. That's real. That sounds. There's solutions in there for sure. So we'll follow that up and we'll do some experimentation and figure that out. But in general, that's a great idea, and offers us up a lot more exposure. Yeah, I'm tired of these other Twitter spaces that have all these big user counts. We could easily push those numbers. ZFi says that it checks out. So there you go. We're sanctioned. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do, right? Gotcha King's a little unique. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's hey
We'll
man,
talk
if
about it.
anything, yeah, that's exciting, right? Be different. We're not typical over here.
Join the Discord. Hey, we're in our Discord, but we're just at the top a single tweet that kind of lets everybody know what's actually happening, so no one's confused.
I think it's realistic. We can signpost it. I think we can make it happen. In general, it is a good idea. We should expand on that.
Yeah. One thing that we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and we might want to get on it and get something together. It shouldn't take too long because there is a landing page builder that I found a while ago to go dig it up. But we were going to talk to
Is that in
PC
our
about
DMs?
having.
I'll dig it right now.
Yeah, it's some sort of a landing page builder, and I was thinking we should get together a quick little, even if it's a simple landing page for our representation at Eat Denver, and like where we're planning to be at, who we're planning to meet up with. Maybe there's some links to some of the media that we're distributing. Maybe we can integrate a Twitter feed there so we can get our live tweets shown up there and just have a central hub for all things Eat Denver for our team on this landing page, and perhaps having PC link that landing page to their main page there on the app, Aavegotchi app.
Yeah, no,
That's
a good
something
idea.
we should address. That's something we should address this week. I'll actually add it to the Wonder right now.
It was Unicorn platform.
Sorry, what's it called? Unicorn?
Yeah, Unicorn platform. I got the link and incoming now. But just in that same exact breath too, we also have we have the XYZ because of our .eth, GMIFriends.eth comes with a embedded .xyz that's a little bit customizable, and then we also have the GMI Friends or gotchiverseme.nft, which is an unstoppable domain, and that comes with the IPFS hosted front end page as well. So there's a couple of options in general, because remember we did that like for the auction house, we used the IPFS page via the unstoppable domains hosting. And so we do have a couple of things. We could easily just use that. We could easily just use our IPFS hosted unstoppable domains provided front end, but it is a little bit template constrained, so it might not end up being as pretty as we want it to. So we just need to compare it between this and the unicorn. But in general, what you're talking about is a good idea. We probably want some kind of cohesive. I don't know what you would call it, not a roadmap, but just like an event itinerary
like
in our
a
event
hub,
schedule.
an event hub.
Yeah.
An event hub. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is a good idea. Did you get that typed into the notes here somewhere?
Yeah, it's under additional business.
Additional business down here. Got it. Talk to PC about having the Aavegotchi landing page. Have direct links to already Denver coverage. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And so, and last thing here, I don't think we need to really touch on this a lot, but just to maybe see if we want to look into Crew 3 or Guild and actually put out some quests, Denver quests that people can collect on. Or just in general, to talk about quests.
Yeah,
that we
so
can
I'm gonna
issue
have
just in terms of engagement.
It's like I'm gonna have my controversial opinion here real quick, and same thing. Like, because to me, this also like translates to my work over at Nori. These like Crew 3 and all of these reputation based protocols, I'm still apprehensive on all of them because they all feel like just fluffy bullshit. Like it's all just synthetic nothing. It's all just synthetic nothingness, and it's just about tapping the category 3. If you look at the octagon of gamification of human behavior, it's category 3, which is achievements, which are worthless, but they make you feel good in the moment. And so I like it. I'm not opposed to it at all. Do I feel like it's a huge opportunity?
It's a soft
It is.
thing.
It's a soft sell. I like them in general. My only concern is if you spin people up on a Crew 3 type thing. We meet them at Denver. We say, get in the Crew 3, get all these bonus points, earn all this shit. What is the payoff? Do they actually end up with a goodie? Do they actually end up with a thing? Or do they end up being like, well, that was like a lot of nothing? I retweeted, I did all the things, and then that's the end of it. And I'm watching GFA to kind of see how this goes, because GFA's gotten a lot of good excitement on the front end of it. And does it burn out real quickly, or does it actually
translate on the back end?
Mm-hmm.
If I can make
a suggestion. Go ahead. Yeah.
Maybe we should talk to Chair and Infinity Keys. They are Gotchi Gang. They're going to be maybe we make a collaboration, not necessarily a paid one, because we're working within a budget.
We're broke.
yeah. So like, hey, let's do the. You're working with Aavegotchi DAO. We're all going to be there. They're supporters. So let's make something via Infinity Keys so that we can promote them as well, but have some kind of experience that's like a low hanging fruit, not a tough delivery.
Yeah, I'm gonna write this right here.
We make an East Denver scavenger hunt. You got to find the weed.
I think they'd be honestly. I think they'd be happy to do something there. Because,
I think so. Well, they're friendly as hell. They're good friends. Yeah. They are good guys. Oh gosh, we both added L's.
Definitely interview them while they're there, because I know Chair is definitely going to be there, and I actually met him in real life at NFT NYC and didn't realize until I saw him because I had a meeting with them with Orium, and then I saw him on camera. I'm like, holy shit, I met you in real life. Now I recognize the voice.
That's too funny, man. Potential synergy, cooperation. Yeah, and I mean they have a great platform. It's a good idea. It's engaging. It's fun. It's. I almost like it more than say the Crew 3 thing, right? Because at least we can set up some actual like scavenger hunt type targets. Go do these actions, and we can literally get you something. I like that better. It's a little closer to home.
And
Crew 3 is cool, but I don't know Crew 3.
maybe we tie some of our stickers to some of their prizes. Like those are the type of
That'd be real easy.
collaborations I'd be looking forward to. Easy, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really
Then we're
easy, and
promoting
we could
our
almost maybe
stickers.
use.
They're promoting
Yeah.
Infinity Keys.
You could almost use maybe some. Well, and I
Gift
talked to
bag.
you earlier about maybe some one-off stickers or some really special
One-offs.
limited run things, and those could be maybe the bounty hunts, right? Go find this sticker. Go take a selfie with this sticker here, and that's your Infinity Key quest. Yeah, there's some cool ideas there, and once again, a Gotcha Gang related crew that's also building, and so that synergy is always valuable. I like Crew 3 as a product. Are they doing anything special for GFA or any of us? That's what I'd like to cultivate.
Yep.
I would also say we should focus, since we are going to probably be at some Polygon events and working, so we're not working with the Polygon team, but we're going to be, we'll have ins with them to a degree. Part of our video content capture could be interviewing Polygon peeps and being like, why don't you have Aavegotchi? Look at Sandeep, follow the leader, and make that the
I like
content.
it.
We're
I
trying
like
to
the hard front.
people like that.
No, I agreed. Yeah, it's like, well, and that could be the prompt question, right? What's the OG NFT project in Polygon? And then they'll say whatever they say, and you go wrong, because this is you're incorrect, sir.
I would love to make like a video series of us hunting for Sandeep. Like we're on the lookout trying to find Sandeep. I don't know if he'll be there, but it could just be a fun thing. We're seeking out, the king himself to get that interview, and we'll just play it up and make it a fun kind of chase.
We break into his dressing room, and then we like break in there, and we're like, hey,
I'm all right.
Sandy.
I might leave the event early through arrest handcuffs, but I will tackle that son of a bitch. I'm going to tackle somebody that just looks like him, which is very likely there. And so I'm going to just see somebody else and just tackle his ass and be like, oh my God, you look like Sandeep. just take a picture with me.
That could be one of the Infinity Key missions. Find 10 people that look like Sandeep.
Take a Sandeep selfie. I like it. So I just dropped the sticker design here from our friend Contact in the chat here as well. The reason I'm posting this is I think it's the most relevant, realistic example of what I'm envisioning as a Aavegotchi costume, an in real life costume. I know New Future, you and I were talking about this a little bit, and the potential risk of being a little too close to a KKK type robe. And so this is what I see when I talk about this idea of dressing up like a Gotchi in real life. Does this seem realistic?
I mean, did you see what I posted about Yuga Labs being covered by CNN today on like their live broadcast?
Yeah. I know.
Like you would have to the lemniscate has to stick out. It has to be a purple.
It's a blatantly rounded head. There's no point to this head at all. We could obviously design the eye holes in the lemniscate perfectly, and I'll use black mesh behind them. And so I think that it could execute pretty well. I think so.
You could pull this off if you give a hand wearable of any sort that kind of indicates, like it could say "pet me." It could be a sign that says "pet me." It could be a sign that's like "Gotcha Gang." Something that's not like this is clearly not. We're not like riders of the fucking KKK. Just as long as we don't do that, I think we're fine.
Okay, cool. I think this is achievable. And I think there could be this really meta experience where you could be handed a sticker of this design from the very fucking Gotchi that's encapsulated in the sticker.
Yeah, and if we have someone dressed like this, we can have some fun with just for social media, just taking a lot of photos of people chilling with the Aavegotchi, giving like I was saying, that whole interview thing where we have a sign and it's like free pets. So that guy pets, it's hugs, and we can just get a whole bunch of video and pictures of people petting this Gotchi. Maybe it gets a little weird, whatever, but we'll figure it out.
We're weird, man.
I mean, I'd be open to that. I think the one thing I would say is we'd want to make sure we run it by Lost Local to make sure it's all on brand, and if there are any tweaks that they want from their side of it, just to make sure that this Gotchi is represented in their, how they want it to be represented. But I think it could be a potentially good idea to have some sort of a mascot.
Well, they've been lacking. They've obviously been lacking on the in real life Gotchi wearables, and so we need to put some pressure. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to let them know that we need wearable costumes.
Yeah, we all need wearable costumes, custom made. I feel like they could really pull off something really crazy there.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'll keep that in my mind. I'm thinking that direction. I still like the idea in general. I think there's some potential there. Anything else here in this marketing section, Hefe?
No, honestly, I
What
think
about
I'm
these
feeling pretty
pamphlets? The
good.
pamphlets stand out to me. What's going on with the pamphlets? Is this something we
No,
want
the
to do,
pamphlets
or
are
to hell with it?
no. I think we're gonna kind of we're gonna 86 the pamphlets. Just talking to Lost Local and how far they'll actually go. I don't think it's gonna be worth spending the money on the pamphlets. They're also going to be expensive because of all the different panels, and then also the design work is something we're not really prepared to take on at this point. So just we're gonna have our physical presence. We're gonna have the merch we're wearing. We're gonna have our demeanor. We're gonna have our whole media plan. I think we have a lot going on here that we won't need pamphlets. We're gonna position ourselves accordingly. We got the coffee shop event. Like, there's a lot going on. I don't think there needs to be pamphlets. And
Done.
Lost Local kind of
Already
felt the
done.
same way.
Striked. Out. Okay.
Yeah.
Collab notes here is in marketing as well. Polygon, BeatOwl, Lens, Cryptogoons, Infinity Keys, which was already on our list, ironically, and Magic Eden. We obviously just had that great space with Magic Eden, so there's probably some easy synergy to be relayed through
Yeah.
Jesse and or whoever. We could
I
probably get
think
in
that
touch
we
with
should
them
make
and
this a
meet some
good.
youths.
We should make this a mission this week to do some outreach, just in general to this list here, and maybe see if we can arrange some possible meetups throughout the week. Uh, we're definitely going to be scheduling this week. This will be the week where we get together our like itinerary for the event, our day-to-day media plan, all that stuff. So they expect to maybe have 1 to 2 meetings this week where we kind of plan this out, and then I'll be working async trying to get everything together as well. So
So just got a good
it'll be
point
good.
there. LED lights for the Limescape. I can do that. I actually just ordered a whole box. My
Yes,
wife's got a blacklight party coming up, so I got a whole mess of blacklight material and LED material. So I can definitely source some LEDs for the Limescape.
Who is our contact with the peeps at Polygon? I'm assuming it's Jesse, but also Lost Local, correct?
At Pixelcraft, you mean?
Yeah, but I mean from Pixelcraft with Polygon.
Yeah, it's those. Yeah, it's them. Yeah.
Okay, because I would love to find out if like we could somehow get Jesse or whoever to ask Polygon what other communities from Polygon are going to be there, so that maybe we can plan out some fun events. Like I would love if we have a whole bunch of youths there that we have like a snowball fight or like whatever. Maybe we're making our own like a snowman building competition, something that we could cross promote more than just our community, because we have this like wonderful like synergy that we're building with the youths community, and it might be beneficial if we somehow activate both of these things together to create content from that.
I think that the common, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know, but just hearing everything that's been happening lately, I know that we're really close with Magic Eden right now, and Aavegotchi, Pixelcraft in general is really stoked about the Magic Eden potential. And so that's probably the main target that we want to see, is how to get in touch with the Magic Eden folks and then try to play games with being like, who do y'all like? Who's y'all's friends? Let's go meet y'all's friends and let's do some synergy and let's do some stuff. What's a good idea in general? Yeah, let's target all those things. Regardless of what community we end up snowball fighting with, make sure you put rocks in the middle of your snowballs. We got to win.
Damn.
What else, Eve?
I think we covered it, man. I think we got our work cut out for us for this week. Do we want to touch on? Do you want to touch on the registered agent consultation while we're
Nope.
in East Denver? That's
No.
not something we need to cover here.
While we're in East Denver, I think you've already mentioned is we'll kind of have some like major alignment discussions about GMI and its future and just structure. And so that will be that discussion, and that will percolate up to the registered agent action item.
Yeah.
So not a check off yet, but let's meet in person to make sure we actually like each other, and then we'll decide to marry.
Yeah, let's set aside some time this week just to do some work on Eat Denver, but we can also talk about like mission and vision stuff as well, if there's room for that.
Scroll up then for me. Come past stickers, come past all of it. Get back to the East Denver Builder Cafe plans. And so this is
Yep.
just kind of open comments here section. So we're doing a coffee shop takeover. It's from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Improper City on March 3rd. We're going to be taking over their menu. Lost Local's already working on some latte stencils, and so there'll be some really cute physical latte. You know how y'all see that with people pouring milk and all the cream and all that stuff, making those cute designs. There'll be some gotchi designs for that. And then they're also going to let us take over and rework their menu. And so for the menu items is what's listed here on Hefe's shared screen. It's everything in regard to what their current offering is. They got the drip, the Americano, the espresso, cortado, cappuccino, latte, chai, matcha, cold brew, nitro cold brew, and then more kombucha. We are given the opportunity to gotchify everything on this menu. And so anybody that looks at any of these items and has a creative concept for anything that you would recommend for a menu rework, we're open to suggestions. We're getting a couple of them flowing in through the Gotchi Folklore Society and others. But in general, anybody that looks at any of these items and has a cute idea or a Gotchi-based idea, please say something and we'll make it onto the list and start making something happen. And if you see one
Ooh,
of
I
these
like kombucha.
yeah,
Kombucha.
exactly. Already, oh, kombucha, even better. Oh man, see, that's what
Yeah.
teamwork looks like, right? So that's you see good ideas from one friend to another. There you go. Done. Kombucha. I like it. Cold brew has 0 suggestions on it. Cortado has 0 suggestions on it. Everything else, we got a little bit of something, but by all means, please kick something in there. hardcore stepped in some kid shit earlier. That's the worst kind, man. At least it's friendly, but it still stinks. That's funny. You guys are cracking me up. Cool. That's the only other thing I needed. Lost Local was asking about hopefully having this menu suggestions settled by this hangout tomorrow. And so I'll throw in a couple more that I can come up with here, but by all means, let's crowdsource it. If anybody's got some good ideas. Soju, you're the only one here that said you've ever tasted a cortado, so that's your burden. Sorry, friend. You're going to have to figure that one out. That one is your assignment. You need to gotchify cortado. Yeah, that's what happens when you admit to your experiences, right? Stay quiet in the corner.
I'm sure he's spent many hours as a barista thinking of interesting names for all the different drinks. So
There you go. Now's his time to shine. Well, there you
all
go.
right.
Hardcore's helping
Yeah.
out. I'm happy with everything. What else does everybody got? Anything? We got a huge group in here.
Got a great group in here. See, Zonzi's in the house. Welcome.
Well, that's where I was going next, actually, too, is I'm going to front Zanzi
Yeah.
out a little bit because we were talking earlier this week, and Zanzi is, we're finally going to get to hogtie this little sumbitch. He is fully wanting to recognize the value of the GMI potential here and get a little more activated in the 2023 season. And so I'm just stoked about that. I'm being cheeky about it because I love Zanzi to death and a great representative, a co-founder of the Polygon Guild Toronto, and a lot of just opportunity. Yeah, he's got to get his tea going real quick there too. But we were having a friendly chat earlier this week, and I'm just happy to report that Sanzi is also recognizing the potential of GMI in that 2023 season and is making himself more available,
Yeah.
a little more aware of what we're up
Welcome
to.
back.
Exactly. And so I'm very
Any
much
way we can
excited.
empower you, we
Mhm.
will.
Every last one of you. Every last one of you on this call right now. Any of you have anything? You got bullshit, you got problems, you got labor, you got help, you got anything. Bring it up. This is probably one of the most authentic tight knit groups in all of Web3. The folks that are on this call right now are probably some of the closer Web3 friends that exist in the space in general. We
Yeah.
do this stuff all the time. We're really consistent, we're really available, and we're really supportive. So by all means, friends, if you've got a good idea, please bring it up. Don't stay quiet. If it's a stupid idea, we'll tell you. I promise. But make sure you bring things up. We are obsessed. We are obsessed, and not many are. It gets tiring. It is hard to commit to this length of time span. So, just
Yeah,
my great
absolutely.
gratitude. My great gratitude to everybody here. It's working. It is working, and y'all see it. Sandeep has an Aavegotchi PFP now. If that don't make you bullish, I don't know what will. Like that, that's top down. It's a big deal. And so feel proud. Y'all are making it through the trenches, and we're going to come out the other side victorious. Okay, I don't have anything else on the notes. That was it. Just kind of talk about the coffee stuff. I'll probably drop this menu tomorrow and crowdsource it through the Hangout, and we'll have a lot more friends there, and just kind of see if someone else has got. There's Soju's. That's a shitty attempt, Soju. I'm kidding, but that's funny for me right now
That's
to bust your ass
interesting.
on that. Ice Cortado sucks. That's a crappy one, and that's not true. I'm being rough on you because it's fun. Same thing with cold brew. Cold brew also has no suggestions. So if you get an idea for cold brew, for the chai, for the cortado, anything like that, now, like I mentioned, I'll just drop it again tomorrow during the hangout in the morning. And we'll kind of talk about it and kind of revitalize the ETH Denver awareness and the discussion. Something still to push strong on for the next week, at least 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, anytime someone mentions anything to you, make sure it somehow ETH Denver comes up in the conversation. And then the Aavegotchi DAO gets to come up in the conversation, and then the functionality of the DAO gets to come up in the conversation, and it just lets you in.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just going to put some things down here in action items for this week, just so we kind of sum up everything we've kind of thought about here, what we're doing this week. This week, we're going to be scheduling day-to-day media plan. What else?
I got the second bullet right here, this above bullet for you, settling menu item, gotchification.
Menu items, outreach list. So I'm going to start an outreach contact list, people that we might want to reach out to. The landing page.
Do us a RSVP list as well, like an event RSVP list, and that'll be separate from the contact list. We got friends we want to talk to, and then we got events that we want to hit. Let's keep those separated.
Yeah.
Dang,
Okay,
8 gigs on that
good.
CPU. That seems massive, Gotcha Fools. I'm way underpowered for that. I've never had any trouble in there. You got some other demands going on. Good Lord.
It might be like, if you're anything like me, you probably have like 200 other tabs open, slowing your computer
Oh,
down.
Hefe, come on. I didn't know that was you. You're that guy?
I'm definitely a hoarder, man. I got a huge screen, I got a lot of real estate, and I don't give a shit.
Okay, I
so
need some
just let
redemption
them
here. No
die.
futuristic. Are you like a multi-tabber? Do you end up with 100 tabs a day on your browser?
I don't end up with 100 tabs, but like I'm on my laptop. My Chrome on my laptop has like 8 tabs open, the stuff I always use. So I have to shut it down like every 3 or 4 days, or my whole shit slows down. Like right now, my laptop's moving slow as shit, especially in the Gotchiverse. On my big computer, it's worse. Like I have like 15 tabs that have been open for months, plus like my
You'll kill me.
Discord, like, and I'm running like I have 3 monitors attached to this thing, but it's like a 5K iMac, so it kind of handles it.
I don't know if you guys saw this discussion lately on Linster, and I'm trying to remember the dang name of the dev over there. Someone will help me out here. Someone drop it in chat if you know the name of the Linster dev. He's a stud. But they just like the user base just discovered for all the folks that are accessing Linster on their mobile device, which I've never done. It's ironic. I used to really believe in my smartphone a lot and depend on it a lot, and now I don't use it as my primary device. My PC is my primary device, and the mobile phone's just a backup. But friends that are accessing Linster on their mobile devices, apparently it's downloading a completely whole Polygon node to access it through Linster. So people are pulling like 30 gigabytes of data down, and these poor suckers are not on unlimited data, and they're not on Wi-Fi. So people are getting wrecked right now on their data streams because they're trying to access Linster, and it pulls 30 gigs down, and they blow up their data plan, and it's fucking wrecking friends. Yeah, it's not something I have to deal with on my PC. It's not a big deal. But yeah, if you're on mobile and you're on data, do not open Linster yet. They're working on a fix. You guys killing with these tabs.
App? You're talking about Linster like as an app, or
Exactly. Well, not Linster's app. Even if you access it like through your browser on your mobile device and you're on streaming, like if you're on data pool, it's gonna pull a 20 to 30 gigabyte node. It's gonna pull the whole freaking cache.
Yeah, because I've accessed Lens before, but through MetaMask, through the browser and MetaMask on my phone. I've only done it once. It worked, but my phone didn't explode. So
Yeah, so just be aware there. Linster right this second has apparently a really big pool on the data cache for mobile users if you're on non-Wi-Fi. It's the only thing to be aware of. What's hardcore dropping here? Just general glamour. Just good shit.
Tabs on tabs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just I can't, guys. I don't know how y'all do that shit, man. If I got more than 6 tabs, I'm already freaking out.
It's appreciation for variety, man. Just like to have different things.
I am a maxi
Open.
for sure. I commit and I go down with the ship.
GMI. I was like
That's
getting
all
up to go
it's
get
on
my tea, and you're giving me a shout out. I'm like, oh man, this is next.
Oh hell yeah! Well, I'm almost finding you there, Zanzi. I'm excited to have you focusing on us, man. I don't disagree with you. This is a great time to be elevating the Aavegotchi ecosystem energy in general, and getting more involved with the community efforts that are happening here. Just in general, for you in specific, and you and I go back and forth all the time on this. Like, I'm so happy with you and proud of you of the Polygon AMAs that you're hosting and the community cultivation that's going on over there, and the fact that someone like you fit for me like ZFi and Zombie and a lot of these other friends that come from other established communities like Bankless DAO and Polygon, and yet you continue to spend most of your free time inside of Aavegotchi. It's very bullish.
Yeah, I definitely would say I'm like more emotionally invested in Aavegotchi than anything else at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and not wrongfully so. Like, we're seeing it right now. We're getting the backing of the whole entire network behind our project right now. Just let your mind run wild. Let your mind really expand with what this could look like. And this is a personal opinion, but this is why I brought up that discussion or that sig prop that's currently gone up in Snapshot regarding the curve. I know it used to scare me. That conversation used to scare me. When Moon first brought it up, he was my enemy, and I was not happy with the discussion, and I didn't want to hear it. But as we start to mature and evolve, my thinking is changing. And I'm thinking that our curve disengagement might be perfectly freaking timed for this next potential opportunity. So it's something to think about and really give yourself the opportunity to consider both sides of the argument. I didn't think that I wanted to at first, and the more I think about it, the more I think that they're probably all correct. So that's just a personal opinion, but be aware the curve is worth discussing and thinking about in a real way.
Yeah, well said. And with that being said, yeah, I'll have to catch up with hardcore. We'll catch up tomorrow. We'll discuss the Sunday kickoff for the Sunday meeting. Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday and the Sunday DAO meeting.
It's crazy that it used to matter to people. Still matters
Yeah.
to a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, open floor real quick. There's a lot of great friends in this call. Anyone got anything? Z-Fi, Duke, Goobs, Grim, Hardcore, Gravich, Soju. We've heard from you a little bit. Zanzi, we heard from you a little bit. Anybody got anything? Or we good to go?
Well, I'll just add on to like what you're saying about how you like see me in the Aavegotchi community all the time. Like, I was in the Aavegotchi community heavily before I even started working for Polygon, and I always like this quote, like, don't dress for the job you have, dress for the job you want. And that's literally like, I bought my Gotchi a freaking suit, and then I ended up getting a job at Polygon. So
That's all it takes, friends. To hell with your own clothes. Dress your PFPs.
That's right. Don't show up with a naked Gotchi to your interview. You're not going to make it.
If you're not going to the Zonzi's AMAs in the Polygon server, you guys are missing out on a great experience too, by the way, because those are well done. It enjoys the hell out of me, and it's so fun to watch a Polygon representative get off his shift and come fuck around with Gotchi Gang. Really just makes me so happy. Hardcore, pants free is indeed the way to be. I tell you what, the remote work has changed my life. I have to be hyper aware of what kind of meetings I'm engaging in these days. He'll never see me stand up on camera. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, no one's got anything that they spoke up for in general. Hefe, take us home.
Yeah, no, this was a great meeting. We covered a lot about Eat Denver. Did some brainstorming around specific ideas, and just overall, just happy to see this large group of people showing up here and showing support for everything that we're doing here in the kind of depths of a macroeconomic downturn. But really, it shouldn't affect us. And I keep saying it. We're here for the vibes. We're here for the community. We're here for just building great things. So, happy to see people coming back, checking back in with GMI, and I'm happy to be back. For those of you who don't know, I've stepped down as PM for Aavegotchi DAO. I will be putting something together here in the next week or so with the media team, so at least we can keep ourselves funded for what we're already doing, the value we're already providing. But as far as anything more for Aavegotchi DAO, I feel like GMI can provide the same, if not more value than what I can do as one person. So I keep going back to this idea that we're a big group of big brains and we're capable of doing a lot more than what we give ourselves credit for. So I want to be the guy that makes you realize that and makes you activate and put things out there. And so that's my mission from now on. And we're going to build a roadmap to reflect that. So
Well, I'll second on that and push real hard too, right? GMI is not exclusive. It is not restrictive in joinings. It's not um, um, restrictive in participation. This is an open access organization. And everyone has their opinions about it, and we kind of round those all out. But me personally, I've always seen GMI as almost like an electricians union, right? Every last one of you guys in here can be an electrician. Every last one of you can have your own small business. Gotcha News Network, an amazing expansion. And so all of these things can continue to grow on independent paths and pacing. It's all up to you guys what y'all want to do. But just remember that we're here to help you. It's not a competition and it's not a securing of the runway or the assets. It's not GMI or other. I see us always as the plus one. GMI is the union that you want behind you as a creative organization to help you guys reach your next potential, to help amplify what you guys are doing and to bring your good ideas to life. And so it's just so stoked to see so many great friends in here. This is truly the core of the Aavegotchi community in my mind. These are some of the most active
absolutely.
members inside of one of the most active projects in all of crypto. This isn't Polygon specific. This isn't ETH comparative. This is across Chronos and Velos and Harmony and AVAX and every last one of them. Ain't no one out there hold a freaking candle to us. I know it because I've been there. And so congratulations, friends. Y'all are in the right damn place.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's a good time to close it out.
Cheers. This is my martini glass for the night.
Absolutely. We raise a glass to all of you. And we'll see y'all tomorrow for the Saturday hangout, 2 p.m. UTC. We all know where it's at. But if you don't, Aavegotchi Discord. And that's where we're also doing our Sunday DAO calls. So 2 p.m. UTC. What else do we got next week? We got our Tuesday. We got A to Z.
Which we'll be settling our sticker designs at.
Yeah, we'll be setting our sticker designs. And then they got
Rarity farming.
Snapshot.
Oh,
Check your snapshot. A couple days left on each. I think there's 3 active proposals still left, so pay attention over there. Nothing that core prop wise, but yeah, maybe the rarity farm's the only core prop, and then 2 sig props going up. So pay attention to those.
Yep, and then Wednesday we got a Twitter Space, 9 p.m. Eastern with Golden Cross. No Future and I are co-hosting that with them, so watch out for that. And then of course we repeat again. We get back into our GMI festivities, and then we kick off another week. So time's just fun, guys. We're going through the motions, but at the same time we're building and we're scheming and we're shipping. So
I saw you give a little teaser there on his badass little sticker design there too.
I love it.
Just the things that make me smile, man. Oh, well,
Absolutely.
We just had Core join us here. So everybody say goodnight to Core because we're just wrapping up our call and they just dropped in with us. And this is a new friend that we don't see too much. So let's make sure we all say goodnight, Core. We're wrapping up this GMI call.
Yes. Good night, Core.
We'll see GM Core.
Right. You walked in the right room, my friend. All right. End this damn call. Let's get out of here.
All right. Later, friends.
Bye, friends.
Peace.